first big question is the important one. To get it right, how do you pronounce your name properly?
Properly, Mikolaj Oledzki. Properly.
We're not going to be able to do that.
Well, Mikolaj's the next best one.
We'll slow it down. We'll make sure we get it right.
Do it phonetically.
Yeah.
New contracts.
Yep.
You must be happy to be staying here then.
Over the moon. I've been here all my career. I love the place. I love the club. I love, everything about the club, how it does things, and really, now Brad's come in, really kind of, brought some great world-class players in, and it's an exciting time to be part of this club, to be a fan, to be, from directors down to the players. It's going to be an exciting year ahead of us, and really looking forward to it.
Well, we're standing in front of this wall, which is full of history of this ground and of this club. How quickly did you learn about how big Leeds Rhinos are?
Oh, probably after the first few games, you feel the weight on your shoulders. And I've been here 7, 8 years, playing in first team, and I think. After when things don't go your way, I think you do feel the weight on your shoulders, and being, one of the only few lads that have been here that are, players coming through academy and stuff, I feel like it weighs a little bit heavier as well. But also it's great because you always have fans and people supporting you, whether it's going well or whether it's not going great, everyone gets behind you, so it's a great club, like you say, full of history, very rich in history, and to be part of that, to be able to add some more silverware would be absolutely amazing, and that's the goal.
Obviously, then that's the hope for 2025. Obviously, to build on the end of last year when they brought Arthur and improve.
Yeah, no, 100%, and I think the Boxing Day game, I feel like sometimes that game's, after Christmas it gets a little bit to get going, but it had a different feel to it this year. There were a lot of excitement, from the players, just wanted to get out there, get going, and I think, the training has been, the pre-season has been really tough, but also I think the lads, every single player has bought into it 110%, because, we understand that what you put in, the more you put in, the more you get out of it. And, to have Brad here, it's amazing. It's awesome with his experience as well, with what he's achieved. So, it's like I said, it's a very exciting year ahead, and I think, everyone can't wait to get going.
Do they have any sporting cliches in Polish? You just said 110% now. That's a very English thing to say in a sporting interview. Is there any Polish phrases we can
I don't think so. You'd have to ask my granddad, but no, I don't know any, sorry.
You're Jack Sinfield's minder. You've told us that off camera.
Yeah, I look after him. I don't know what he's telling you, but I always look after him, make sure he doesn't get bullied in training. When we do contact, when we do full-on tackling, I always kind of look after him, make sure that he's in one piece. But no, he's a great guy, is Jack, and I love spending my time with him. We always have a good laugh, so although he does carry on a fair bit, but no, he's a great lad.
Who should we be looking out for from the academy coming through? Who are the players that are impressing you at the moment?
Oh, look,
a hard one to ask you, because obviously
we've got lads training with us, and you can see that they've got a lot of potential, and they're very, very skillful players and great players. But Boxing Day, young Disco. They're young ones, but you got like Presley, Littlewood, Ben Littlewood, the McCormack brothers. They've got ridiculous skills, so fast as well, proper athletes. Young. I don't know if Jack Sinfield would still count as a young player, but
he's young to us.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah. No, look, all the lads that have come through so far, they've never let us down. They always give 110% in, and I think they're lucky because they've got, amazing coaching staff. They've got Brad, Arthur, Chev, Jamie, Scott Griggs. They've got an amazing support, to support them, to help them grow. So they're in a great position, great place. yeah, it'll be exciting to see how they get on next few years.
There's been a perennial criticism of the Leeds pack that either it isn't big enough, or it doesn't run enough, or it isn't hard enough.
You have to tell me. I know.
Is that changing? Is it changing under Brad Arthur?
Yeah, look, even the additions we've had in the pack, there's some great players, tough, great players, in Cooper and Keenan as well. And it's, Boxing Day, I thought they were great, they were awesome. So I think they'll add a lot to our pack, but also the way we play, I think building pressure, trying to do less defending, keep hold of the ball a bit more. That'll be a massive positive for us, because we'll have more energy then to invest in the stuff with the ball. So, but Brad's massive on invest energy in defence as well. Front loading, the line speed, suffocating teams. So yeah, it's. I think you'll see a change. I think you'll see a change in the forwards pack this year.
So John Wilkin won't be standing there telling you where it's gone wrong.
I'm sure he'll have something to say at some point, but we're not bothered about that, are we?
In terms of yourself, obviously you missed most of last pre-season with your shoulder reconstruction. Do you felt that affected you last year, that obviously you couldn't quite get into the season often enough because you hadn't had that pre-season behind you?
Yeah, I think it's important. I know players just want to play, and they're not biggest fans of pre-season, but I think it's really important you get a full pre-season under your belt, and a tough one as well to condition your body. And I feel like to reduce the risk of injuries as well, a good pre-season is essential. And this year I don't think I've missed any days, so and I feel great. I'm probably fittest, strongest I've ever been. So yeah, when it comes, when it comes to kind of confidence in my physical ability, I'm 110%. So yeah.
The other thing you mentioned in the press release about signing the new contract was you feel now you're at the age where you significantly can make a difference. That 26, you're just about to hit your prime.
Yeah, I think they do say with age comes wisdom, don't they? I know I'm only 26, but I've played first team rugby for 7-8 years now as a middle, and I've got a fair few games under my belt, and I feel like with every game you kind of grow in maturity as a player. With Brad, especially with Brad, coming in, and he's kind of really helped me a lot, in that, and kind of taking more responsibility and being that senior player. I feel like I'm ready and mature enough to take that role, and I think this year my role's slightly different, but also in rugby terms, not much has changed. Just run hard and tackle hard. So pretty simple.
Mentioned it to Ash as well. You're on the fringe of England international selection when you did your shoulder. It's a big year coming up. 3 Ashes tests at the end of it, leading into a World Cup in Australia. Is that in the back of your mind somewhere that you want to be part of that?
Of course. Look, it's something that every player is striving for, to be on the international duty and to play at the highest level. But also, I know that you can't just walk into that. You have to play well for your club, and you have to earn the sport. And kind of the priorities at the moment is to play well for Leeds week in, week out, be a consistent player, make sure that the team's performing well, and do everything I can to help that. And the rest kind of falls into place like a domino effect. You hope so. Yeah, my priority at the moment is to be the best player I can for Leeds.
Do you have an Eastern European Christmas and New Year, or a more traditional one?
Oh no, we celebrate on Christmas Eve, so we have ours on Christmas Eve. We do a Polish dinner, and then we go to my partner's parents, and they put a big dinner on as well. So it's great because we don't have to split the day up, and we get 2 big dinners. So can't moan.
I thought you'd have had the 6th of January as well.
No. But after 2 big dinners, Boxing Day, I thought I might be a bit heavy, but no, I had to look after myself.